Hey there, welcome to Grace Interrupted. Today we're diving into a topic that sparks a lot of debate in the dating world. Is serial monogamy a red flag? We'll also look at some famous celebrities who appear to be serial monogamists based on their covered dating history. First, let's clarify what serial monogamy actually means. Serial monogamists are individuals who engage in one exclusive romantic relationship after another, often with little to no time in between. This pattern can sometimes indicate deeper emotional issues such as low self-esteem or a fear of being alone. Now, is being a serial monogamist a red flag? The answer isn't straightforward. For some, it may indicate unresolved personal issues that need to be addressed. Serial monogamy can prevent individuals from processing past relationships. However, not everyone who prefers being in relationships is unhealthy. Some may simply thrive in committed partnerships. It's essential to consider the context and motivations behind their behavior. If someone is aware of their patterns and is actively working on personal growth, they may not pose a red flag. Here are 5 common signs that someone might be a serial monogamist. 1. Quick succession of relationships. They often jump from one relationship to another without taking time to heal. 2. Fear of being alone. They may seek out relationships to avoid feelings of loneliness or discomfort. 3. Superficial commitments. Their relationships may lack depth as they often escalate quickly without a solid foundation. 4. Lack of personal growth. They may struggle to cultivate their individuality outside of a relationship. 5. Repetitive relationship patterns. Despite changing partners, the same issues often arise in their relationships. Let's take a look at some celebrities known for their serial monogamy. Taylor Swift is often considered a serial monogamist, characterized by having a series of monogamous relationships with little time spent single in between. Key points from her dating history that support this characterization. High-profile relationships. Taylor Swift has had several high-profile relationships, often with other celebrities. Some notable EXEs include Joe Jonas, Taylor Lautner, John Mayer, Jake Gyllenhaal, Harry Styles, Calvin Harris, and Tom Hiddleston. Swift has frequently moved from one relationship to another with minimal downtime. For instance, she was seen with Tom Hiddleston shortly after her breakup with Calvin Harris. Her relationships have been highly publicized, and she has faced criticism and scrutiny for her dating patterns, which is common for serial monogamists. Swift has often reflected on her relationships through her music, which has also contributed to the public perception of her as a serial monogamist. While the term serial monogamist isn't explicitly used to describe Common, his behavior aligns with some characteristics of serial monogamy. Common has a history of dating high-profile women, including Angela Rye, Erykah Badu, Serena Williams, and Taraji P. Henson. He has admitted to having difficulties maintaining long-term relationships. In an interview, Common revealed that he struggles with what he calls a love addiction. Common explained that he was addicted to the feeling of being in love and the honeymoon period of relationships. He would often leave relationships once the initial excitement wore off. He acknowledged that when relationships became challenging and required work, he wasn't willing to put in the effort to maintain them. Common has sought therapy to address these patterns in his relationships and to work on identifying and addressing them better in the future. It's important to note that Common has recognized this pattern in himself and is actively working to address it through therapy. This self-awareness and effort to change suggests that he's attempting to break the cycle of serial monogamy and develop healthier relationship habits. During a recent appearance on The Breakfast Club, Common made a significant statement about his relationship with Jennifer Hudson and the possibility of marriage. The rapper declared that if he were to get married, it would be to Jennifer Hudson. Tiffany Haddish responded to an Instagram post about Common's statement. The IG post comment said, "Well, there, he said it, he wants to marry her, he ain't never said that about no woman before." Haddish replied, "Exactly. I hope they actually get married. Just not necessary. What do you think?" Is Tiffany's response shady AF? On to our last celeb. Lori Harvey's dating history shows a pattern of moving from one monogamous relationship to another, often with high-profile celebrities including Memphis Depay, Future, Trey Songz, Michael B. Jordan, Diddy, and Damson Idris. She tends to have relationships lasting several months to a year or more before moving on to the next partner. This pattern aligns with the definition of serial monogamy, having a series of monogamous relationships rather than pursuing multiple partners simultaneously. It's worth noting that Lori has reflected on her dating experiences, stating in an interview that she almost got married very young and felt she hadn't really experienced life or known herself well enough at that time. This suggests she may be using these relationships as a way to explore and learn about herself. Is it a red flag if you are dating a known serial monogamist? Drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts.